Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. Welcome to your reading for October 31st through Sunday, the 6th of November. We are in that in-between phase between the eclipse that we had last week and the eclipse that we're going to have next week in your sign. It is a big major ending coming up, it feels like a wormhole where you will be moving quickly to a new space. And so, wow, cards are coming super fast and furious for you. All right, so let's get into the energy for this week. I do want to thank you for supporting this channel. Whenever you guys hit your thumbs up or you leave a comment, it's very appreciated here. So you guys are showing up big time here. We've got the King of Pentacles showing up here. So you're thinking about who you are and how you fit into everything. So certain cards keep showing up everywhere, and the World is one of them, and you have that. Look, your overall energy is King of Wands. You are really stepping into your sovereignty. The King of Wands is very entrepreneurial. And so while you're thinking about how you want, almost like it feels like, how am I going to retire? How am I going to have everything I want? How am I going to accomplish all that? You are busy making the plan this week of next steps. And I think that there is an aspect of ending one thing and moving into something new that comes with that eclipse next week. And so this is like the week of the real planning stage of how do you figure it out. And I feel like there's a lot of things happening. There's some competition for ideas or space or your time. There's a lot of energy around. So we have the too many cooks in the kitchen energy here for the key to the situation. We have the Five of Wands, and we have these five little witches. They're arguing over what is the best way to make the stew, right? To create the main dish, to create the formula that will manifest what it is that you're looking for. And here's a very solitary figure saying, okay, look, I'm listening to my one true confidant, the one I trust. And so I think that eliminating all the competing ideas, who is that trusted person that you can find, that you can sit down and have the conversation with about what are the next steps? It could be a boss, a coworker, if it's a project at work. It could be your significant other if it's a life change. If you are single and you have a life change coming up, it could be a parent. It could be a best friend situation. So there's a need to really connect in with who do you need to talk to, I think, but it needs to be the one voice, and that one voice could be your higher self. It could be listening to your intuition because it's a cat. It could be really listening in and connecting into who you are. So, in the area of what is the obstacle, we have the Two of Swords is indecision. She's blindfolded and she's throwing darts. What's funny is she's already hit the bullseye, but she still has a dart in her hand. So it's almost as though you already know the answer and you're waffling about something, but the first thing, the first thought, the first inclination was right on target, smack dab in the middle, and yet you're hesitating. Probably because there's a lot of competing ideas or things for your energy and time, and you can't really sort through it all. In the area of what is draining your energy, what is making you uncomfortable, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. Okay, look. There's all these little fish jumping. I really feel like you have multiple options and it's draining your energy. Like trying to decide what is the best path is kind of really draining your energy. And I really think that if you trust your intuition, because she has her eyes closed, she's going to make a choice and a decision using her intuition, that is the way to do this. But again, there is this indecision energy because in your heart space at the end of the week, we have the Chariot, but it says this way and that way. And she's sitting at the crossroads. And so I think this week, getting the clarity that you need and eliminating all the different obstacles and options that are on your mind is going to be very beneficial. I think there's a need to really connect into your inner knowing and trusting yourself, and I really think this cat is your inner knowing and your higher self. It is getting some space to sit and use your intuition, because when you do, you're right on target. You're right on target. You have everything you need. In the area of how to transform the situation, you have the Magician. That means everything you need is at your disposal, and the action to take is to complete the cycle. To let something go, you have the World. It's freedom. And that freedom comes from you making a decision. And it could be that here, when she's sitting here at the crossroads at the end of the week, moving toward on Tuesday when we have the eclipse in I think you are very close to I know which way to go. And that eclipse has you heading off in that direction through the wormhole to the next phase of your life. I think it's a very quick transition from one thing to the other. Around your resources, so this could be financial, it could be emotional, it could be along a project that you're working on, it's your time, it's your energy. You have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is this so interesting. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is about, usually it's about, is it time to harvest yet? And that's really how I feel the Seven of Pentacles. I know other readers will read it like maybe you're disappointed. I think it's because things take a long time, but you're a very patient sign. So for you, I don't think that that's as much of an issue. So we have this energy here. She is gathering grapes. But she's got her eyes closed. She's feeling the firmness. She's smelling them. She's trusting her senses. She's trusting her intuition. She's trusting what's inside of her to know when it is time to harvest and what. When it is time to harvest and what. And as you complete the week, she's again waiting for things to complete. There's the Pentacles. Some have fruited all the way and some are still growing. And so I think, and she's patiently waiting. She's relaxed. She's reading a book. She is waiting for the right time. And I really think the right time for you is going to occur over the course of this week into the energy of next week. I think the decision will be made. And I think that once you make the decision, you act on it quickly. I think that there will be a speed with which you act on it once you've made the decision. I think it's the process of trusting your inner knowing that this is right for you. What is your first best guess kind of thing? Because that's amazing how she hit the target with the first shot. And so I think you need to trust all of your senses, including, your sixth one, which is probably your best one, about what's the right time to do something. All right. The moon this week starts out in Capricorn very early on the day, Eastern time zone. By noon, it gets into Aquarius. So very productive Monday morning if you are Eastern time zone, even Central time zone, East. So across the pond. Very productive energy to get things done. And then the moon moves into Aquarius. And when the moon moves into Aquarius, that's when that out of the box thinking, that's when really paying attention to those downloads and those hits. We have the moon going to trine with Mars and Gemini. And so a lot of inspired thinking coming up. There's a lot of tension around how do we make the change? When do we make the change? But I feel that that is when the decision-making process happens, probably in the first couple of days of this week. And you have the dragon, leadership, integrity, and power. Boy, that sounds like this king here. Leadership, integrity, and power. I own my power with dignity and grace. It is safe for you to be powerful. You can be powerful and kind and good and humble and gracious. True power achieves greatness and flows from the heart of the universe, not from the human ego. Surrender any attachment to being admired, and you shall attract an abundance of recognition and respect. He's just sitting there like everybody's supposed to come to him. He is actively strategizing and managing. It's a very participatory energy that comes from the King of Wands. And the King of Pentacles kind of likes to rule from the throne. I've told you how things are. This is what we need. You guys need to take care of it. It's very boss energy, right? And it's not that you're not great at it. You are. But I think this week you need to be a little bit more King of Wands, creative, co-creative energy. So, surrender any attachment to being admired, and you shall attract an abundance of recognition and respect. You have abilities beyond the ordinary. You will be guided on how to best express them and fulfill your destiny. Assist all beings. Remember, only you can give according to what you receive. Take time to balance and vitalize your internal energies. I think this too many cooks in the kitchen. Clear that space out. Spend time with yourself, sort things out, maybe that one close person. So as the moon moves into Pisces, Spirit told me that'd be like this peaceful, easy feeling, but I think it comes with a cost. And the cost is the powerful, sudden shift and change, because so far that's what's been showing up for everybody. You may be as potent as the ocean. Powerful. Here, it's still and it's calm. And here it is when it's raging in a storm, and the storm is coming. And so this week, the potential, okay, so when you have a ball and it's at the top of an incline, that is when the ball has the most energy because it hasn't released it yet. That's where you are. You're at that precipice of change. And the change is going to be a powerful, powerful storm in your life and in others. And so this week, when we have this resting 9 of Pentacles here, it's not quite to the 10, right? And so you're at this point where you're assessing there's a need to rest and to pull your energy in and get ready, because it's going to be very, very busy. You're going to be very, very busy. What is of value to you? Your integrity and your personal integrity above all. Your personal integrity, and that is probably the most important thing you have going on right now. Hang on to that and work in that direction. Where do you invest your energy? Where does it feel? Where do you feel like you're standing in your integrity? That's where your power is. And so when the moon moves into Aries over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there is a lot of power struggle, energy, drama, tension. And I think that the more you become an oasis and stay in your integrity and get out of the cooks in the kitchen situation, and you find space for yourself, and you're the calm in the eye of the storm of your own life, I think that's where your power is. Your power is in your ability to do that. Because we have white buffalo woman here, and it says peace. And so you know, the warrior that treated her with dignity and respect and stated his integrity, he found peace. The other one was turned into dust. And so it's really important that you do that. We have Persephone, which is about the cycles. And it's really the cycles that are related to the cycle of the moon, because Demeter is Persephone's mother, and it is about the months and the changing. And so that is a reminder. Rest up this week. Trust your instincts. Trust what's going on. Trust all of your senses to make the choices and decision, because you are on the precipice of major change. That is a major creation. Here you have Mother Gaia, which to me is really much the Empress energy, the Taurus energy. And it's this creation. You're about to birth something new. Things are about to harvest. The cycle is about to complete. And also, there's always, okay, it is harvest time. It is a completion of a cycle. It's a waiting for something, and then you plant the seeds of intention. So right now it's in the harvest phase. It's not in the seeds of intention as much as it is in completing the cycle, harvesting what you've already done. So maybe you're completing a cycle of a job at work. Maybe you're getting a new job. Maybe you're getting a new assignment. Maybe a relationship is moving to the next level, or a transition to a different level. There is a completing. Maybe you're giving birth. There is something that's being released in a very powerful way to make space for the next phase and stage of your life. So it's a big transitional time. I'm going to pull you a postcard from Spirit here. I did those in the collective reading. They, the veil is thin, and the ancestors and your spirit guide team are really trying to talk to you. And so, especially since you're supposed to be tuning into that, you might find this very useful. I don't like that we have 3. I only want 1. So I pulled one also for you in the collective reading that I did on Sunday at 7:30. If you are viewing this now on Sunday morning, it'll be out tonight at 7:30. Come and join in the live premiere and the chat. I'd love to see you there. So, Taurus, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see many moments of synchronicity, when all the right people, the right places, the right opportunities, the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. That's where you're at. You are at the precipice of change just before the miracle happens, right? The 7 of Pentacles, that 9 of Pentacles, both of them, the waiting is almost over, okay? So think back to how you felt right before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know, gentle surrender to whatever is about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you, and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible, amazing, and a magnet for miracles. That's a great mantra. You are incredible, amazing, and a magnet for miracles. We are on it, relaxed. If only you knew how much you were loved. The universe. If you have Aries strong in your chart, when I did the collective, I think Aries got this card. If it wasn't Aries, it was you, but I'm pretty sure it was the first one I pulled. So I think it's Aries. So there's a lot of fiery energy here, but there's the need this week to rest, to relax, to wait. The opportunity is literally right around the corner. It's right around the corner. It's not time yet. You are potential energy, and you're about to explode into the next phase of your life. It's very powerful. You guys take really good care. I'd love to see you on Facebook. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. and I'll talk to you again soon.